After 6 weeks of AI escaping, deceiving, and getting graded a C+, the news went quiet, and the engineers took the mic back. AWS quietly cut ETL prices 30%. Benn Stancil quietly reminded everyone the model is man-made. The boring day was the healthy one. For 6 weeks straight, the top of this brief was a siren, a model escaping, a company breached, a safety team dissolved, a report card full of C's and F's. On Friday, August 21, the siren stopped. And what's left when the drama clears is the most honest picture of the industry there is. Engineers quietly shipping the unglamorous infrastructure that actually runs the AI economy. A boring news day, and after this month, a genuinely welcome one. Let's cover it the way it deserves, as the plumbing story it is. The anchor is a real data engineering release with a real number. AWS Glue 6 shipped, with a 30% price cut and full Apache Iceberg v3 support. For anyone running ETL on AWS, both halves matter. The 30% cut is the token apocalypse's quieter cousin. The whole industry, not just the model layer, is under cost pressure, and AWS is competing on price for the pipeline tier now, not just features. And the Iceberg v3 support is the substantive part. The new variant data type with shredding means faster reads on semi-structured data. The JSON blobs every pipeline chokes on, plus deletion vectors for row-level updates, native geospatial types, and a modernized runtime, Spark 4.1, Python 3.13. Translation for your Monday. If you run Glue, 6 is a rare, cheaper, and more capable upgrade. The variant shredding feature alone is worth testing on your messiest semi-structured tables, and the 30% cut means the migration pays for itself. This is exactly the kind of story that never trends but changes more engineers' actual workdays than any frontier headline this month. The philosophical anchor, and the one to actually read, is Benn Stancil's "The Model is Man-Made." It's the perfect essay for this exact day because it quietly answers the entire month. After 6 weeks of coverage that framed AI as an escaped force of nature, models that broke out, went rogue, deceived, capabilities that arrived as if by weather, Stancil's title is a corrective and a reminder. People built these things, people chose their objectives, people configured the sandboxes they escaped from, and people are accountable for what they do. The model isn't a discovered natural law. It's an artifact of human decisions, all the way down. Read against Guidelight's report card from yesterday. It's the same point from the other side when a model escapes. That's not the universe surprising us. It's a man-made system doing what its man-made setup allowed. It's the sanest frame to carry out of this month. The agency was always human. That's not comforting. It means the failures were choices. But it's clarifying, and it's the antidote to the fatalism the breach cycle breeds. Simon Willison had a characteristically loaded builder's day, and 2 of his posts are worth your time beyond the tooling. "Stop Making TUIs" is a genuine opinion worth arguing with. A push against the trend of building terminal user interfaces for everything, which, in the age of coding agents and web everywhere, is a real design debate for anyone building dev tools. And ChatGPT search now uses the site. Operator at scale is a quietly important signal. AI search is adopting the precise, power user query operators of traditional search, a sign that just ask in natural language and structured, precise querying are converging rather than one replacing the other, which matters if you build anything that gets found or does the finding. He also shipped llm-032.1, and note the timing, llm-openrouter 0.7, updated support for the routing layer stripe just bought for 7B. The toolmakers are already building for the toll booth. And a Matt Webb quote rounds out the set. The Data and Money bench had 2 more items worth logging. Starburst published a practical guide to testing and fixing AI data products. Squarely in the context layer data quality thread this run keeps returning to and genuinely useful. As agents consume your data products, testing them stops being optional. And how do you even test an AI data product is a real, underserved question. And CNBC's Micron leads our AI memory stock picks as DRAM, NAND, and HDD markets diverge. Connects to the SK chairman memory is economic security story from weeks back. The memory bottleneck under the whole AI economy is now a stock-picking thesis, with the different memory markets splitting apart as AI reshapes demand. If you ever wondered why AI infrastructure and boring memory chips keep showing up in the same breath, that divergence is why. Two lighter notes to close because a quiet Friday allows it. Google DeepMind published From Atari to EVE Online, 15 years of AI research in games. A retrospective that's a nice reminder that today's agents grew out of a long, patient research lineage, the same DeepMind whose founders are now, per last week, drifting back toward pure science. And XAI shipped Grok build on web and mobile, plus ClickHouse's August newsletter rounds up the month for the observability and analytics crowd. Nothing earth-shaking, which is the point. The through line, one sentence. On August 21, the breach cycle finally went quiet, and the day belonged to the builders. Oz cutting ETL prices 30% with Iceberg v3, Willison arguing about interfaces, Starburst on testing data products, while Benn Stancil supplied the frame to carry out of the whole month. The model is man-made, which means every escape, every failure, and every fix was a human choice, not a force of nature. One thing to do today. 2. Matching the day's calm. Technical, if you run AWS Glue, put 6 on your list. Test the variant shredding data type on your messiest semi-structured tables and re-baseline your ETL costs against the 30% cut. It's a rare cheaper and better upgrade. Reflective, read Stancil's, the model is man-made, and let it recalibrate how you talk about AI on your own team. After a month of the AI did X headlines, the more accurate and more useful framing is people built a system that did X. That shift isn't pedantic. It's the difference between treating AI risk as whether you endure and treating it as engineering you own. The whole month argued in a dozen ways that the second framing is the right one. Friday's quiet was a good day to finally absorb it.